The year was 1977. Families across South Africa were celebrating Easter, a time for chocolate eggs and joyful gatherings. But in the quiet town of Krugersdorp, something strange was brewing. While everyone was enjoying the long weekend, a group of cunning thieves were about to pull off one of the most daring heists in South African history. Their target, the Standard Bank in the heart of Krugersdorp. What made this robbery so unique? It wasn't a smash-and-grab job. These robbers were patient, meticulous, and they had a plan that involved months of preparation and a secret weapon, a tunnel. The robbers knew their target well. They were aware that construction was underway near the bank, and they used this to their advantage. The noise and disruption provided the perfect cover for their operation. Most importantly, the construction work meant that the bank's alarm system was temporarily disabled. It was a golden opportunity, too good to pass up. Little did the people of Krugersdorp know, as they celebrated Easter Sunday, that a group of criminals were tunneling their way towards a fortune right under their feet. The robbers weren't just lucky, they were incredibly organized and determined. Months before the Easter weekend, they rented a shop near the Standard Bank. This wasn't just any shop, it was their secret headquarters and the starting point for their audacious plan. The shop's basement became the staging ground for their operation. Under the cover of darkness, they began to dig. Their tool of choice. Simple shovels and picks combined with their unwavering patience. Week after week, they moved earth, creating a tunnel that stretched over 35 meters, leading directly to the bank's vault. They reinforced the tunnel walls with wooden poles to prevent collapse and meticulously bagged the excavated soil, storing it within the shop's strong room. To avoid raising suspicion, they covered the shop windows with newspaper, later replacing it with brown paper, creating the illusion of ongoing shop fitting. A cleverly disguised trapdoor concealed the tunnel entrance, hiding their secret from prying eyes. Their plan was audacious, daring, and surprisingly low-tech, relying on grit and determination rather than sophisticated gadgets. The robbers knew that covering their tracks was paramount to their success. They went to great lengths to create a false identity for their operation. The rented shop was leased under the name Mr. Nightingale, a fictitious persona designed to deflect suspicion. They provided a fake address in Linden, Johannesburg, further obscuring their true identities. Witnesses later described the robbers as wearing blue overalls, blending in with the image of manual laborers. This simple disguise, combined with their meticulous planning, allowed them to work unnoticed right under everyone's noses. The police, in their investigation, found it impossible to trace the real Mr. Nightingale. The robbers had vanished into thin air, leaving behind a trail of questions and a mystery that would baffle investigators for decades to come. Who were these meticulous planners? The robbers timed their entry into the bank perfectly. Over the quiet Easter weekend, they broke through the tunnel's final section and found themselves inside the bank's vault. What they discovered was a treasure trove beyond their wildest dreams. The vault, typically a fortress of security, was now their oyster. They were met with stacks of cash, piles of travelers' checks, and countless valuables locked away in safety deposit boxes. The robbers took their time, carefully selecting their loot. Evidence found at the scene suggested they even brought food with them, enjoying a leisurely meal within the confines of the vault itself. They weren't in a hurry, they were meticulous, ensuring they left no trace of their presence. When they finally left, the vault was bare, stripped of its riches. The robbers, now wealthy beyond their wildest dreams, vanished back into their tunnel, leaving behind no clues to their identities or their next move. The discovery of the heist sent shockwaves through Krugersdorp and the rest of South Africa. The audacity of the crime, the meticulous planning, and the sheer amount of stolen goods shocked the nation. The investigation, led by the seasoned Brigadier J.F. Roos from Pretoria, began immediately. The police were baffled. The robbers had vanished without a trace, leaving behind no fingerprints, no witnesses, and no obvious leads. The tunnel, an engineering marvel in its own right, was a testament to their planning but provided little help in identifying the perpetrators. Despite the extensive media coverage, public appeals for information, and countless hours spent chasing down leads, the case went cold. The robbers, it seemed, had vanished into thin air. The mystery of the Krugersdorp tunnel heist became a local legend. A tale whispered in hushed tones. A reminder that even the most elaborate plans can succeed And the most cunning criminals can disappear without a trace. The Krugersdorp tunnel heist, while remarkable, wasn't the only daring heist in history. Across the world, criminals have used their ingenuity and daring to pull off audacious robberies, often targeting banks, museums, and even diamond exchanges. One such heist that captured the world's imagination was the 1971 Baker Street robbery in London. A gang of thieves tunneled into the vaults of a bank, making off with millions of pounds worth of valuables. The Baker Street robbery, much like the Krugersdorp heist, showcased the lengths criminals would go to in pursuit of riches. Another famous heist, the 2003 Antwerp diamond heist, targeted the Antwerp Diamond Center, known for its high security. The thieves, posing as legitimate diamond merchants, managed to bypass multiple security layers, getting away with over $100 million worth of diamonds. These high-profile heists, while geographically diverse, share a common thread with the Krugersdorp case: meticulous planning, audacious execution, and a touch of mystery that continues to fascinate and intrigue. The Great Tunnel Heist of Krugersdorp remains one of South Africa's most enduring unsolved mysteries. The image of the tunnel, a symbol of the robbers' meticulous planning and audacity, is etched in the annals of South African crime. The stolen treasures, rumored to include priceless artifacts and family heirlooms, have never been recovered, adding to the legend of the heist. Over the years, there have been numerous theories and speculations about the identity of the robbers and the whereabouts of the loot. Some believe they were seasoned criminals, while others think they were ordinary individuals who got away with the crime of a lifetime. The unsolved mystery of the Krugersdorp tunnel heist serves as a reminder that even in the face of technological advancements, the allure of a cleverly executed heist continues to capture our imaginations. Will the mystery ever be solved? Only time will tell.